Have you been wondering what it would feel like to finally achieve that millionaire status? You have imagined what that kind of life would be, and you just know that's what you want. Now you're trying to figure out how exactly you would actually get there. Well, we have got just the thing for you. Hey there, future millionaire. In this video, we will show you 15 jobs that will definitely get you that millionaire status. Entertainment, singer, actor, director. For this next job, we're going to be showing you evidence because we understand that it may be difficult to believe. People in the entertainment industry earn from $250,000 a year to over $10 million per year. This is not surprising as many, if not all, always want to catch up on our favorite shows and update our playlists with the latest songs from our favorite musicians. All that streaming and downloading is money in the bank for them. And we're sure no one will ever turn down tickets to see their favorite celebrities. Now, we'll just pick some random celebrities and let you know how much money they earn. Ellen DeGeneres earns $80 million per year. The cast of Game of Thrones earns $1 million per episode. Black Panther's Chadwick Boseman took home $2 million for Black Panther. As for singers, the Grenade crooner Bruno Mars earns $100 million per year. That definitely sounds like a lot of millions. So what are you waiting for? Find that acting class, directing class, or singing coach, and work towards your millions. Author. Names like Stephen King, George R.R. Martin, and J.R.R. Tolkien will never not ring a bell immediately. That's because they are only a few of the world's most famous writers, and possibly one of the richest. So it goes without saying that there is a lot of money to be made in the literary world. While writing may look like a relatively simple thing, it takes a lot of work, dedication, and obviously an actual story. If you are good at writing and have what it takes to hit it big and become a bestseller, the big bucks are going to start rolling in for you. The basic starter pack would entail writing roughly 80,000 words, the average size of a novel, finding an agent who believes in your work and would be willing to represent you and sell your talent with fervency. That does seem like a lot, doesn't it? On top of that, you then have to get the book published. However, all that trouble would be thoroughly worth it if it becomes a bestseller. You would be looking at serious dollar signs, not to mention that you will live on through your words, and maybe even get to sell the rights to Hollywood. There's an endless sea of possibilities when it comes to this field. Entrepreneur. There's nothing like being your own boss and being in charge of your income. In general, working for a salary typically does not make one rich. The best way to be a successful entrepreneur is to bring value to the table. Once you can come up with that innovative idea to solve a problem in the world, marketing it would be all that's left to start raking in the benefits and all the while being your own boss. Cybersecurity. We're going to start this one with something that might freak you out. Do you know just how much big digital companies like Facebook and Google have on you? Everywhere you go, everything you type, and sometimes even the things that you think you have deleted, they have all of this stored up in secret. Now, imagine what a security breach would cause: severe damage and massive loss. With the advancement in technology, cybersecurity has become a necessity. Last year, the personal data of over 140 million Americans was stolen from a credit score company called Equifax. Names, addresses, social security numbers, banking information, everything you would need to steal someone's identity. Big tech companies would not recover after a breach like that, so they're paying really good money to anyone who can bulletproof their tech. As such, there's now a high demand for security engineers, and they earn an average of around $100,000 per year. The best way to appeal to these companies is to be valuable. Cybersecurity is gold. Dentist. Dentists. We tend not to like these people, but that might not bother them considering the amount of money they make. One's teeth essentially define how we look. That being said, we can understand why people spend a lot of money on the dentist appointments and correctional procedures. Dentists can make no less than $200,000 a year, and certainly much more. Online trader. Technically, being a blogger, YouTuber, or writer could all be considered side jobs. One exciting way to generate additional income is to sell a product on online e-commerce platforms like Amazon and eBay. Sometimes, if you plan and research correctly, you might never have even to touch your product. All you would have to do is find someone who makes the products on a large scale, buy from them, put it on your favorite e-commerce store, and start earning your money. Pilot. It's everyone's dream to travel and see the world, and this is not cheap at all. Pilots make this possible, and they are paid handsomely for their service. Becoming a pilot is not a walk in the park, but for that paycheck, it's definitely worth it. They get an average salary of $100,000. It'll take a pilot an average of less than 10 years to get to $1 million. Pilots still get paid good money in an age where they no longer have to do that much. A good pilot earns, on average, $300 per hour, while a low-paying pilot brings home over $200 per hour. So if you are interested in flying all over the world while getting paid an excellent salary to do so, it's best you get started. Software developer. A software developer earns an average of $150,000 per month. If you take a trip down memory lane, you might remember Flappy Bird, that game in 2014 that sucked you in completely into an addiction. Well, it might surprise you to find out that it took the app creator, Dong Nguyen, all of 3 days to make it. 3 days! This has got to be the fastest path to Millionaireville. Indeed, not many other people have made it that way and that fast since then. But the game of software development is a sure moneymaker if you're innovative enough. So, if you have software gifted fingers, now would be the time to get cracking. The world is waiting for you. Digital marketer. The cereal ad on TV with the jingle that you hum in the shower. The radio ad that you hear every morning on your way to work or school. The annoying pop-up ads that won't go away when you visit a website. These are all digital ads. Now, think about just how rampant they really are and how much you come across them almost every day. Everywhere you look, you see billboards and advertising. We live in such a crowded advertising time that it's harder and harder to stand out. A great marketing executive can make or break a great company. It's not surprising that a great digital marketer earns an average salary of $150,000. A typical marketing director for companies like Pepsi or Coke make a ballpark of $250,000 per year. The exciting thing about this is that digital marketing is not necessarily a skill that you need a degree for. Get on that search engine and find yourself a great class. YouTube affiliate marketing. This is one of the jobs where you either go hard or go home. The average salary is just peanuts, but the best of the best can earn over $5 million per year. That is correct. With YouTube, you can get your first million in about 2 to 10 years, although that depends on how much work you're ready to put into it. Well, would you look at that? Yes, new media personalities are raking in a lot of cash these days, but it comes with a caveat. It's free to start, so there's a lot of people trying to get any bit of the pie. As a YouTuber with enough subscribers or viewers, affiliate marketing would be very lucrative. All you would do is help other people sell products by advertising on your channel. You would get a percentage of the sales, and voila! Corporate lawyers. Did you know that former First Lady Michelle Obama is a lawyer? We're pretty sure that's not entirely how she got rich, but you may want to pay attention to this because lawyers earn about $200,000 upward. If you're great at what you do, you can be a millionaire 5 years into your corporate job. As a corporate lawyer, you would work in the legal departments of large financial or tech companies. The higher the value you can bring to them or save them from having to pay, the higher your salary. In big cases, it's not uncommon to get a single payout over $1 million if the case is won. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal. Professional athlete. With the way a lot of fans stay glued to their television screens anytime their favorite team is playing, it's no surprise that this is on our list. Think of how the auditoriums are always filled with enthusiastic fans, painted faces representing their team's colors, chanting and screaming at the top of their lungs, rooting for their favorites. It's no surprise at all that the average salary of athletes is $2.5 million. There's never been a better time in history to be a professional athlete than it is today. Let's have a look at the best of the best. Athletes today make an astounding amount of money. If it's not too late for you, this might be the way to go. Investment banker. Getting into the banking world is never a bad idea. Since you dream of dollar bill signs, you might as well surround yourself with money. Money and money management is probably the most straightforward way of getting rich. The money-making potential of an investment banker is kind of ridiculous. As an investment banker, you would merely be helping people or companies that are already rich to manage their money and advise them on how to invest that money. If you manage to step into a vice president or leading director role, you would be on your way to millionaire status before you even know it. You help them, they help you. Simple as that. Engineer. Some of the highest paying careers in the world are found in engineering. It is widely considered one of the most lucrative and in-demand career choices, with multiple engineering disciplines and job types, as well as salaries that can extend hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. And what's more, there are various engineering aspects that could bring in the big bucks, with the most lucrative being petroleum engineering. You will need a degree for that, but the pay is totally worth the wait. Plastic surgeon. Being a doctor is obviously a great way to make a lot of money, but there are some fields in the profession that generate a lot of cash, more than any other. One of these is plastic surgery. The salary of plastic surgeons is $250,000 upwards. Plastic surgery is so lucrative because it is everywhere. Everyone wants to look good, and they sure are desperate enough to pay for it. We've come to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell us in the comments which job you would go for and why. Thanks for watching. Till next time.